SEC teams getting $52 million a team last year, Dean. $52 million a piece. That will definitely buy you a hot fudge sundae machine.
That's a nice payday.
Now, the theory that we're going to talk about today has to do with some of that. And as you can see by the thumbnail, the teams that finishing in the top 5 of Miami, Oregon, Ohio State, Bama, and Georgia. Now, those teams that we're talking about are what kind of money do they spend, Dean?
Oh my gosh, there's no telling.
What kind of money is spent? Well, here's a ranking from now. If you think money wins championships, then here's your national champions for the next couple of years. All right, audience people. Texas, $92 million. Tennessee, $70. LSU, $58 million. Michigan, $56 million. Notre Dame, $54. Georgia comes in down there at number 6 with $50. And Ohio State also at $50. Oklahoma, $48 million. Auburn wrangling in that here at the top, $47 million. And behind Auburn is Alabama. $46 million spent.
$46 million.
USC, $29. That's a huge jump down. That's just some other teams. I just want to list USC, let people know what kind of money they're spending. $29 million. And A&M, another SEC team that's probably one of the richer teams probably the richest team in the SEC besides Texas, I guess.
Because of the oil.
Yeah, $37 million.
What was number 1 again?
Texas with $92 million. Jeez. So, Matt, what are you saying then? Why didn't Texas and Tennessee, why are they not playing a national championship? Well, Texas did make the playoffs. Well, Matt, why ain't LSU winning it or Michigan? Well, LSU just missed out on a game or two, and Michigan did win the national championship. Well, Matt, you just said Notre Dame spends $54 million. Yeah, they ain't even sniffed the national championship in 7 years. So Georgia, Matt, they've just won it back-to-back 2 years ago. Back-to-back. Well, why are they number 6 on the list? If money is winning college football, if money is what's winning it, then why is the team that's winning the most 6 on the list? Dean, why?
Well, maybe that's not the answer.
No. So, but everybody says media, everybody says that the NIL's taking over and all this big money is just going to teams are buying their national championships.
No, don't sound
I mean, you're a math guy. It don't seem that way to me.
Yeah. Now Texas hasn't won one, and he did get them to the playoff. Alabama was way on down the list.
Yeah, they're way down the list, only with $46 million. They're right behind. Auburn spends more money than Alabama, and Auburn ain't. They've won one title in 130 years of existence.
You still got to have the players.
And you got to have the right coaching staff.
You got to have the right coaches to fit with them. Now,
and some of it's just a little bit of luck, too.
There's a lot of luck. And somebody says coaches. Well, you got to get this guy, that guy. No, well, they have to fit with them. It's like I was talking about Eric Bieniemy. They loved him in Kansas City, didn't like him in Washington. So, I mean, you can bring – Nick Saban might not have been a hit at Tennessee. We don't know. I mean, so it's just that's where luck comes in.
Yeah.
If they mesh well, I would call that luck, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because you don't know. I mean, you don't know how DeBoer's got to come in and change his way of thinking. We don't know how attitudes and egos and supposedly the story I told you earlier, Grubb, his political ideas may not be aligned with people here in the Black Bible Belt, Belt of Alabama or Georgia, Mississippi, Florida, where these certain people around here have a certain way of thinking, and it's a lot different than people from Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
It's just different
from what I've heard.
And I could tell you that on my show. If you want to come over there, we'll talk about. I don't want to talk about politics on here. Clemson, 89% increase in money. 89% increase in what they spent from 2015 to 2022.
And they were winning it in 20. Well, they won it twice since then.
Yeah.
But not lately.
So this shows that there's an increase in spending. Okay. Now I'll give you a list of numbers there, what teams spend what. So as of money, if the people that claim the NIL is ruining it and then how much money is being spent on the players, Well, then that means Texas and Tennessee should play for national championship. And then the Final Four should be Texas, Tennessee, LSU, Michigan. And they almost got it right, except for Tennessee and LSU.
Yeah.
So, you know, it shows there's some truth to it.
There's some, but it's not complete.
Bama's been the most dominant team going, $46 million.
Yeah,
that's their profits.
Right.
Profits for the year.
Now they're already crowning Ohio State.
Well, I mean, you brought in players and you got coaches from everywhere, which, you know, was saying he was supposed to go to Alabama to play with Coach O'Brien, and then Coach O'Brien goes to Ohio State. So Sayin said, I'll go to Ohio State if you bring O'Brien, because I committed to him while he was in Alabama.
Is he going to BC now?
So I don't know. We'll see what kind of character the young man has, or was he just full of crap? Like Downs said, I'm going to go play with my coach over at Georgia, T-Rob. He was my coach at Bama. I'm playing with my coach. Well, I want 1.5. Same thing you paying your coach, Coach Smart. And Covey said, see, buddy, we don't pay you the same money you're paying the coaches. Go kick rocks.
No, we can't. You can't pay a kid the same.
This is Georgia. This is Georgia.
Not in college.
This is Georgia. This is not La Tech. You didn't finish All-American. IB did not finish as an All-American, second team All-American. Right. Y'all want All-American money, which is to say that you got a beer man budget with caviar dreams. That's the old term, but that's what's going on. So Milroe now, his NIL money is $1.3 million. He's got to deal with Beats by Dre, the earphones. Terry and Arnold had a Boost Mobile NIL deal for $769,000. Broswell had a deal for $761,000, and Turner had a deal for $736,000 with USL GP.
$736,000.
Now, Matt, you're saying, Matt, what is USL GP? What do you say?
I got a question for you. I don't understand business a lot, but go on, talk. Say what you got to say.
Well, USL, I just thought it was interesting. Turner, he invested his money into the sailboats that race, like American versus Australia.
But he got $736,000 from them.
Yeah, to endorse them. Yeah, but he invested.
That's
who paid him, but he invested some of it back with them, though.
Okay.
I remember when we was watching
sailboat. Did they make? How do you not lose money doing that? Obviously, they didn't.
Yeah, no, God, they make millions of dollars in profit, millions of dollars. And when you put a name like Turner, on your boards, like he may be there at an event. Remember when we watched sailboat racing the other day, like last year, one day, just goofing. That's what he's doing.
Can I ask you something?
He invests his money in it.
Do you think stuff like that really makes a difference? A huge difference. Okay, if me and you's into sailing, big time, are we going to go to an event more than likely? We're just going to the event, right? Are we more likely to go if Dallas Turner's there? I mean,
yeah.
Does somebody like Dallas Turner really increase your sales?
Yes, and here's why.
Okay.
For you people that follow wrestling, I'll try not to get down that rabbit trail too far, because what's going on in WWE right now with The Rock and Roman and Cody Rhodes, why would you want The Rock back when the main event's already sold out? The tickets sold out at Las Vegas Arena for Cody Rhodes, supposedly versus Roman Reigns. Well, they had a big talk, and Rock comes back and sticks his nose in it to say he's going to fight Roman Reigns for the head of the table, because they're both from the same family bloodline. They're both their cousins. Their daddies were brothers, wrestling family, all that. Well, because The Rock, as with Turner, the comparison is his name has a brand. His name is a brand because Turner plays for Alabama, and everybody knows University of Alabama.
Right. But I'm not knocking Dallas Turner. I'm just
yes, I know. So that's it's a name, it's a brand, and that's how his name and his image and likeness is affiliated with Alabama. But he can't use Alabama. He can't go up there wearing Bama jacket and hat and tote the national championship trophy.
Right.
So, yes, that's how it works, by putting sailboat racing in another market. So now when The Rock come back and showed up to the wrestling event, because he's a movie icon, and he owns part owners with UFL because he sold XFL and partnered with USFL. Now all of that, and then he's on the board of TKO. They fired Vince McMahon for allegations of misconduct with ladies and other things, which we've always knew. He's always had a problem with that.
Yeah.
So now when The Rock shows up at WWE, cameras from Fox News, MSNBC, all these headlines are talking about The Rock. So why do you bring back The Rock to wrestling? Because it's marketing. It puts other eyes that are not normally going to watch wrestling. Like your mom reading the paper and your daddy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, old people still read papers. They read somewhere in the newspaper, I promise you, Rock makes a splash back at WWE, head of the board on TKO that owns UFC and WWE. Was given $30 million worth of stock, and he got the rights to his name back.
Mm-hmm. They
read that. Your mom and daddy care less about wrestling, but see, they read it.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes news. So Turner being involved with this USLGP, it gets USLGP in the eyes of people like we just did right now. Us talking about it. Somebody watching will say, oh, what USLGP? Somebody just looked it up.
They looked it up. Okay.
It just creates different eyes.
Yeah, I got you.
People that maybe are not interested in.
That's a good explanation.
Bow shooting contest.
I've just wondered sometimes if some companies advertising, if they're losing, if it wastes
they'll
some money.
never lose. They'll never give away money.
Okay.
But then also they do have to give away some money, or they have to pay taxes on it.
Right.
So they do have to give away some of it.
Like I'm just talking about with any type of
yeah, all of them. Ace Ashley shoots bow for competition in college.
Mm-hmm.
And he has, you know, I'm sure like there's sponsors for the college that help those young men buy bows or arrows or you know, parts for their bows. Well, like Bowtech would be a great sponsor because when they go up there and shoot in those events, they see Bowtech bows and people say, well, he's using a Bowtech. That must be good. He's in competition. I need to buy a Bowtech.
So I'm and I'll shut up.
Like having Wilson volleyball,
Super Bowl,
having Wilson put it on a volleyball makes Wilson be known.
But let's say this thing's just taking off and we get $1,000 per viewer. Well, we sponsor Brad Keselowski,
and
we pay him $500,000
to put our name.
Are we going to get that many more viewers because our name's on Brad Keselowski's car?
Yes.
Okay.
Like Mr. Beast and his video stuff he does. We were talking about the other day. If you go to the bank and borrow $10,000, this is business class 101, by the way. Thanks for stopping by the locker room business class. If you borrow $10,000 from the bank and we do a video and spend $1,000 on a setup and then say the next 500 subscribers, we'll pick one of you to win $5,000. Well, I just borrowed 10 and I spent 1,000 on the set. So I got 9. I'm going to give away 5. Well, when it goes viral to show that we're going to give away $5,000, how many people, all you got to do is subscribe and you get a chance to win $5,000.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people would subscribe.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you give away $5,000. You made money, but you make it back because the 10,000 subscribers that you got now is more views. And if you get 100,000 views a month, you make between $200,000-$300,000.
And I've noticed they don't do it anymore. That makes me wonder about the state of radio. But WQSB used to give away thousands in contests.
Yeah.
And they don't anymore.
No, it's different, man. The market's tight.
They don't. I'm talking about they give away $100 every week during high school football season to whoever won the picks and they don't do either one of them now.
It's different. Times are very much changed.
But they give away thousands.
Well, that's how you you gauge views.
But look how many people there was 500 people going on their website to sign up and play the game
to try to win. Yeah, that's how you do it. You just go you go to a sponsor, say, hey, you give me $5,000 for a sponsor and I'll put an ad for your business on our page. All these people see it. If we get a deal with a tractor place, well, if they sell one tractor, they just made their money back.
Right.
But if we give away that money, all the ads and the eyes and visions that you'll see on YouTube, 100,000 views will make you $250,000. So we only borrowed 10,000 and give away 5. But if all the views we got, we just made $250,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a win.
Okay.
That's how these big YouTube companies.
I got you. It's foreign to me.
And like Milroe, he does Beats by Dre. So you'll see like little posters, boards, and you drive by in the city and you'll see Milroe on the poster board. He's, kind of the little dark background with the red outline. He's probably got the Beats by Dre, probably the black and red ones, kind of match the Alabama, but he can't say he's Alabama.
Right.
But people look and go,
well, he plays for Alabama.
Well, that guy plays at Alabama. He's got those Beats by Dre. Mom, I want some of them Beats by Dre. Well, they're $199 for the earbuds. I want them. Okay, we'll get you some for Christmas. So see, it's just marketing. Those are some of those guys. 2023 Georgia, all players got an NIL deal. It's called, they have a fund. All colleges have this. Georgia is called the Classic City Collective. $71,000 average per player.
Wow.
Okay.
71,000
average. Bowers got 1.1 million Ringo got $445,000. And the Manning kid out of Texas, $2.1 million.
Wow.
And the USC Bronny James basketball player of LeBron James at USC, he got $6.1 million to play basketball at USC.
And he's
because he's LeBron's son.
And he's averaging like 7, 8 a game, which
But
are modest, very modest numbers.
But think of what we just said here.
He's LeBron's son.
For what? What is he getting this for? Name, image, and his likeness. His name is James.
No, I saw that the other day that he wasn't doing.
He's not that good.
He's doing okay. I don't want to say he's doing bad, but he's not burning.
Better than I'll ever be, for sure.
He's not going to go pro after this year, is he?
He's not good. Now, the little brother, go look up LeBron's younger son.
Is
with the goggles. He's 6'9".
Is James as good as the ball kids?
No.
He's Lonzo and Melo.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Because they were marketed pretty big.
Yep. Their daddy did a good job. And they thought he was a big loudmouth, but tell you what,
he carries on.
He does. Much. But that's, you know what it did? It created talk. He was on the show with Stephen A. Smith and Max and them.
There's not too many what I would call lay persons, people not involved in sports.
He was on the show.
Been on the Stephen A. Smith.
Right.
He coached their travel team. He was not their coach. He wasn't their high school coach.
No, he coached their travel team. But let me tell you, some guy told me this. He said, if you don't take up for your kids, who's going to?
Yeah. I know that they say that one is really good.
All the boys were
the middle
good.
one.
Yeah, they're good. Melo.
The one to play. Yes, they say he's all-star.
Way better than the James kid.
I don't know. I don't think the young one is.
Not quite as good.
No.
The one that got in trouble overseas. He's
Lonzo's
good, man.
Pretty. He's decent. But now they say one of them's a star. So James is not as good as those three.
No. Okay. So the theory is the teams that are winning these championships, they're not the ones that has those huge profits, and they have average good NIL deals, but this thinking that NIL is going to ruin football is just not – that's just not right. It's not the correct – it's just not – because it don't apply to everybody. And there is a problem with it, and this is where I disagree with NIL stuff. It's hard to spread the butter across the whole piece of bread because this little old team here that I found this sign in the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana.
They can't give nobody anything.
University of Louisiana.
Yeah.
I love watching them play. And who's the East Carolina? I love watching them play. The Pirates.
Right.
I just like what I will like that team.
They upset a lot of people.
Yeah, man. East Mississippi JUCO College.
Uh-huh.
I love watching them play. There's all these small teams.
Now we're on that show.
30 for 30 show or the Netflix show.
Yeah. Netflix. Last chance.
So
I've been right by there 100 times.
So obviously money is not winning championships. So these teams at top recruited classes that we just listed, those 1 through 5s, I don't even. Where's Miami? Ain't even on here. I didn't even. They was so lower on the scale. Oregon, not on here.
So they're not spending anything.
Well, that's how much profit they make. This is profit numbers,
right? Yeah.
How much?
That's the profit. Yeah.
Texas made $92 million in profit, and their recruiting class they recruited 7. Auburn spent $47 million last year. They recruited 9.
Right.
You know, and Bama's been number 1 or 2 in recruiting for the past 10 years. 46 million is all the money they made.
Right.
Well, why ain't the team that's making the most money got the best players? Well, because they do have these collectives. So, what is hurting college football is that portal.
Yeah, that portal.